France 24, every art form.
Liberté, égalité, actualité. Special event.
I'm Fraser Jackson, France 24's Washington correspondent. Join me as we go through the results of Super Tuesday, when 17 states and territories will have their say in the Democratic and Republican primaries, right here on France 24.
Super Tuesday, live on France 24 and France24.com.
France 24, your window on the world.
Liberté, égalité, actualité.
Thanks very much for staying with us. Time now for Eye on Africa with me, Georgia Calvin-Smith.
All the latest in politics, economics and the arts in Africa on France 24. Our journalists are in every region, every country, to report on the emergence of a continent of unparalleled riches, bringing you Africa's stories on France 24.
Thanks for joining us. Do so again. Take care.
Liberté, égalité, actualité.
A new show at a new time. This is The World Today here on France 24. All the latest news and analysis every day from 9 a.m. Paris time, or whatever time of day it is, wherever you are right around the world. Great to have you with us. Today's news headlines. The strongest criticism of Israel yet from the US as negotiations continue in Egypt to try to agree to a truce in Gaza for Ramadan. Vice President Kamala Harris hitting out over insufficient aid deliveries as she calls for the talks to succeed. I'm going to talk live shortly to our correspondent Andrew Hillier. He'll join us from Jerusalem. A nighttime curfew in place across Haiti as the authorities try to regain control after an explosion of violence. Gunmen overrunning the country's two biggest prisons and freeing the inmates. And French lawmakers expected later to make the country the first in the world to anchor the right to abortion in the constitution. Both houses of parliament meeting at Versailles in a special congress to finally ratify the move. Also coming up for you in this hour, in perspective today, we're going to be discussing the crisis in the Middle East. My guest is a former Jerusalem correspondent for the French daily Libération. His new book, A Land Doubly Promised. And in business, Taylor Swift's Eras Tour is creating some bad blood between neighbouring countries and Southeastern Asia. This is after Thailand accused Singapore of paying millions of dollars in subsidies to be its only stop in the region. So given then the immense scale of suffering in Gaza, there must be an immediate ceasefire for at least the next 6 weeks. Now that from the US Vice President Kamala Harris, as she called for the proposed 6-week ceasefire deal in the Israel-Hamas war to be accepted, while criticising Israel over insufficient aid deliveries into Gaza. The comments, the strongest to date yet by UN administration official on Israel since the war began.